Oh. Okay, get a load of this. For noise.
Nice.
First things first, you can see from the outside it's a metallic black with, as you can also see, a stripe. That's a painted stripe. I can't even begin to tell you how much that cost when it was new. Inside, lots of Alcantara, lots of leather. It's aged really, really well. This was the first car interior, I think, that Ferrari built that was truly robust. It doesn't feel old at all. The rev counter revs all the way up to, well, you can see 9 because it's normally aspirated engine, as you heard from the video itself. This car obviously has crests on the side, on the wings. Those are not painted on, they're real ones. Brake calipers in black, that's rare. Every Ferrari in 2014 came standard with carbon ceramic brakes too. So the back of the Speciale was quite different to normal 458. You had this cutaway of the rear bumper and also those 2 tailpipes. And of course, this is a folding hardtop. So when the roof's in place, it's very difficult to tell it apart from the coupe. I really like my job. Spring is coming, the daffodils are out, and I am driving one of the greats, a Ferrari 458 Speciale Aperta. I'm lucky enough to know lots of people who have been, I'm going to raise the windows, very successful and own lots of nice Ferraris. And one thing they've all got in common is they love the Speciale Apertas. They all say I won't sell it. It's a great car. Tell why driving this one. It is sensational. This is coming soon to collecting cars, and it's special for the following reason. There's something about this car that might put off some people, but I think makes it even more attractive. It's done 25,000 miles. It's been owned by a proper bloke. It's been used properly, and I think that makes it even more desirable. So there's so much about the Speciale Aperta that I think appeals to people that love this brand. First of all, it's the last normally aspirated Ferrari Berlinetta. So you've got, you know, well over 600 horsepower and it's instantaneous. This engine, I know they're not the most musical V8s, but throttle response is better than the 488 that followed it. It's the last, and I think this is important, Luca Montezemolo car. This is the last vehicle that was launched under his stewardship of the company, and I think we all agree he was Ferrari for many of us. So you've got last normally aspirated, last Luca car. Have a look at it from the outside. It's perfectly proportioned. As a convertible, it should be a bit of a nightmare in terms of rigidity and everything else. These cars weren't. The 458 Spider was a bit more wobbly than the McLaren, but really, you had no great sense of it being much dynamically worse than the coupe. Oh. Okay, get a load of this. For noise. DCT gearbox feels absolutely spot on. Ferrari, around about this time, started making very robust and reliable cars. Remember, they started offering a 7-year warranty and maintenance package. Of course, this car's outside of that, but they were willing to underwrite that because they were confident about how well the cars were built. Black on the outside, a lot of black on the inside with this sort of grey technical fabric on the seat. What a car. Here's the thing about this car as well. 25,000 miles, it's a convertible. Normally expect it to be really squeaky. Bit of a sort of mouse family celebration, but there are no squeaks in this car at all. It feels German, but with Italian style. Rides so well. Tell you what, when the music stops, cars built between sort of 2010 and 2018 will be the ones that are celebrated. This is just too good. Gearbox again. Super clean shifts. joyous thing. It's not too wide. It's got the bumpy road button, which we all know in the UK means it slackens the dampers off, so it's great on UK roads. If I drove this as a new car now to assess with my road test hat on, it would still get all the stars because it's magnificent. It just doesn't feel old. One owner from new, and that owner is Keith Sutton. Now, Keith's got a wonderful story in Formula One. He met a young Brazilian racing driver in the very early 80s, became friends with him, and then went on to become one of the great Formula One photographers of the 80s and 90s. And with his hard-earned money, he bought himself a 355. That made him quite well known in the paddock, and Luca Montezemolo wanted to meet this photographer who had bought this Ferrari, and they had a relationship that went on, and it was Luca that effectively secured this vehicle for Keith. He's done 25,000 miles in it, going to Grand Prix. What a great story. It's been to Spain, it's been to Monaco, it's been to Monza. It's been driven to watch Formula One races. What a great story. Is there something that brightens up my spring more than the Speciale Aperta that's really been used? It's coming soon to collecting cars. Get that bidding finger going, because this is, as the name suggests, a special one.